please.
Look, I'm terribly worried about my husband. He went out fishing today and he hasn't come back yet.
Did he indicate what time he would be home?
Yes, he told me he'd be home about 4 o'clock.
Where did he leave to go fishing from?
Oh, I think it was Elliot Bay.
You're not sure? Well, do you know where he normally goes fishing?
They call it the Peak, I think.
Off the Peak, you think?
It's a white open boat and he took 2 other friends with him.
That's the only description you can give me?
Yes, I'm sorry, I don't know anything else about it.
Launch Valiant, copy control. Proceeding to Area D. Launch Valiant, over and out.
Launch Nelson, copy radio. In position, beginning search now.
Any further information on the missing vessel?
We need his approximate position, description of boat, time of departure, details of safety gear carried. Okay, thank you.
Oh, it's quite an area. 3 fishermen lost somewhere out there. And the only information anyone has is that one of the men told his wife that they'd be back home when the fish went off the bite or the beer ran out.
Don't worry about us, Don. John's been doing this for years. That old boat of his will go anywhere in any kind of sea.
Only this time, it hasn't worked out quite that way.
You all right? Yeah, don't move. Give us the bucket.
How did you tell Jean where we were going, John?
No, I never tell her anything.
Well, nobody really knows where to look for us, do they?
No.
What time do you reckon they'll start to worry?
I didn't even tell her what time we'd be back.
How's the boy? How's Bob?
He's hanging in there. Oh, what a bloody mess.
Well, I don't know what we're going to do.
They've been missing for 2 days, and the Coastal Surveillance Centre here in Canberra is now coordinating the search in conjunction with state authorities. What could they have done to prevent the present situation?
Well, first of all, they should never have gone to sea on that day. The change was forecast 12 hours before it came through. Secondly, they should have told someone exactly where they were going and the time they were going to get back. No one seems to know very much about the boat. The skipper's wife describes it as being white, 12 feet long, with an outboard engine. Also, if we knew what sort of emergency equipment was carried on the boat, we'd have a better idea of what we're looking for.
What do you mean?
Well, for example, are we looking for flares? Are the flares on board? Do they have a hand signalling mirror for reflecting the sun's rays? Also, do they have a B distress sheet on the boat?
Oh, Mike.
Excuse me, there's a report coming in now.
There are about 350 distress calls and incidents reported to this centre each year, and the percentage of rescues are high. But nobody in their right mind would want to turn a pleasure activity into a nightmare, as these 3 fishermen have. If you go boating, make sure you tell somebody responsible exactly where you're going, what time you'll be home, and what safety equipment you've got on board. And then make sure you stick to your schedule, even if the fish are biting. As part of your boat safety gear, make sure you carry a copy of this important booklet, together with a copy of your own state maritime authorities' literature on boating safety. They could save your life in an emergency situation.
Thanks, John. That's good news, Ken. The aircraft report sighting the boat and the 3 survivors appear to be okay. So that's great. Good news.
Real good. They're 3 lucky guys, and you can bet that they'll tell someone where they're going next time they go out for a day's fishing. When it comes to safety, there's always a 2-way split in responsibility. On one hand, it's the responsibility of the skipper to advise his wife or some other responsible person before he goes out the full details of his boat. Its size, its colour, make, range, and the safety equipment carried on board, his destination, and what time he'll be home. On the other hand, it's the responsibility of the person left with that information to give the fullest possible details to the police if the necessity arises. A good idea is to have a colour photo of your boat with full details on the kitchen door or wherever, just in case. Safer boating? Be in it too.